There is not one fear that every single person in the world has. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own thing to work on. However, some fears are more common in more people, like the fear of abandonment, which this episode is about. You might have this lingering fear all the time, or sometimes more in the open than other times, that you feel that you're going to be abandoned again. Because sometime in your life, you've had an experience where you felt abandoned. Probably in your childhood by your parents. Maybe they weren't there emotionally, they were there physically. Or the opposite, they were never there for you. Maybe something happened in school where you felt abandoned. You weren't chosen in the playground. Somewhere in your life you had an experience where you felt abandoned. And you took that fear inside you. You created a narrative where you always expect that at some point in your life you're going to be abandoned. So the behavior that comes out of that is that you're going to chase people. Because by showering them with love, showering them with attention, with effort, that means you're going to be safe, you're not going to be abandoned. Because abandonment means death. As a baby, as a little child, when you would have been abandoned by your parents, you would actually have died. And that experience is still in your bones, still in your body. And that translates in your romantic relationships, where you suffocate your partner because you think they're going to be abandoned. And by you suffocating them, they're actually going to abandon you. Or in your work, where you tolerate toxic behavior from your boss or your colleagues, because you're afraid when you speak up that you're going to lose your job, that you're going to be abandoned again. You don't set boundaries with your family because that feels so scary. When you would have done that as a child, putting boundaries like, I don't accept this, you would have been abandoned, is a narrative you have. So when you do this now, even the thought of like, oh my God, putting boundaries down makes you feel so uncomfortable. If I do that, I'm abandoned, I'm alone, I'm going to die. That is the story that goes on in your subconscious. In your conscious mind, you know that you are safe. You know you can take care of yourself. But your subconscious is still reliving that experience that you had all those years ago. Because your subconscious, there's a part of you, there's an inner child that has never gone through that experience of actually feeling how it is. To feel loved, to feel secure. To know that you're there. That they feel safe being themselves, being you. So unconsciously, subconsciously, you keep sabotaging yourself, pushing other people away, or even self-sabotage by abandoning other people first, so you wouldn't experience the pain of them abandoning you. So you jump from friendship to friendship, from job to job, from partner to partner, or you never get close to anyone. Because being close to someone means there's a potential fear, there's a potential of loss, of being abandoned. What all these things have in common, all these examples, is that you are fearing something outside of you and in the end looking for something outside of you. You're looking for reassurance from all those different people, job, relationship, family, whatever. You're looking towards them to validate you, to make sure or to assure you that they're not going to leave you, so that your fear of abandonment doesn't get triggered, but it's always lingering already. So the more you keep looking for that validation outside of you, the more that fear is going to be fed. That fear is going to grow and grow and grow and grow, and it's going to impact your life more and more and more. And to be honest with you, nobody can ever validate that for you. They might say they're not going to leave you, but when your behavior keeps acting from that fear, you're still pushing them away, even though they validate you. So at some point, they might actually leave you because that fear is unaddressed. So the solution to all of this is to not look for it outside of you. And when you do catch yourself, oh, I'm again looking for validation outside of me. You hear me coming, but the solution is to look for it inside. I can never be abandoned because I always have my own back. You can never be abandoned because you always have your own back. This is the new narrative that you want to instill in your body, to your subconscious, to your inner child. And the way to do that is to start being conscious about it when you have the opposite experience. And start talking to yourself, to your inner child, to you, to your being. As an affirmation, as a reminder, I can never be abandoned because I always have my own back. You are always there for you. And this is not some metaphysical concept of like, yeah, I'm always there, blah, blah, blah. But it is a fact. When you're sitting on the loo at 2 a.m., I had this experience last night. Who's there? Nobody but you. Whatever you're going through, you're always there for yourself. For all parts of you. That 1-year-old you, that 20-year-old you, that 100-year-old you. You are there for yourself. So when you validate yourself in the times when you need it, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel so insecure, so anxious. Please, can someone validate me? You just validate yourself. All right, I am safe. I am always surrounded with love. I give myself all the love I need. I love myself. Then all those other things will decrease in importance. You must actually start attracting the people that you want. No more avoiding people coming in your life. As soon as you get closer, that they run away. Because they're just merely mirroring what's going on inside of you. So when inside of you, you feel the love that you have for all parts of you, even the parts that you think like, I'd rather change that. You still love that. And people will reflect that to you. And they will give you the love that you're craving for at this moment. But by the point you get there, you won't be craving anymore because you have it already. Because you can never be abandoned. You always have your own back. They're always there for you. Have a conversation with that part of you. When you feel that fear coming up, oh my gosh, I'm going to be abandoned. Oh my gosh, they're pulling away. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my job. And anxiety rises and you go into fight or flight mode. Take a pause. What part of me is feeling this fear of abandonment right now? Closing your eyes. And a part of you will come up. Let it speak. Let it say what it needs to say. And then give the love and assurance that they're actually looking for. Let them go through that experience. That 3-year-old you that was never learned, that was never taught how to self-regulate, how to feel that love for themselves, and actually were taught how to look for everything outside of you. But that's a never-ending story. Because there's never anything outside of you that can fix that. Because there's nothing to fix, but you keep looking for something outside of you to fix you. Right? That doesn't make sense. So by changing your view to the inside and looking into your heart space, you can actually find the button there. Self-love. Love yourself. Because you can never be abandoned because you always have your own back. And then life will become lighter. You will stop obsessing over people, places, money, circumstances. They'll still be there. Life will happen. But because you know in every single challenge, you have a voice in the back of your head. All right, I can handle this. I got this. I have myself. When life gets hard or challenging, I know I can handle it because I can count on myself. And maybe you don't have the evidence right now, or you don't feel the evidence that you can count on yourself, but you start building that confidence. You say you're going to do something, and then you're going to do it for yourself. Today I'm going to eat a healthy breakfast. And then you do that, and you give yourself the confidence, and you build on that. And sometimes you say you're going to do something, and something comes up, and then you have a conversation with yourself. Raw, radical honesty without making excuses. Because why would you lie to yourself? That's not self-love. Loving honesty is what you need. How you treat yourself is how others treat you, and how you treat others. So, give yourself a treat. And treat yourself with all the love that you're looking for. This is the main message of this video. Treat yourself with all the love that you're looking for. So whenever you get triggered, thank it, because that trigger is showing you where you are looking something that isn't to be looked for, because you can create it from the inside. When you're texting someone and they take a long time to respond, that trigger that you feel is a clue and a cue to give it to yourself, to talk to that part of you, that feeling trigger, and like, okay, I got you. I give you the love. You don't need something outside of us because I validate you. And it becomes fun, it becomes loving, it becomes a joyful ride. And you will experience everything that you thought you would never have, or feared that you would never have, because you can already experience it from the inside. And then all of the rest comes after that. It really becomes it feels like a theme park. It's a roller coaster sometimes, but the whole road ride can be enjoyed. Going up, standing still, going down, speed, fast, upside down. Make it fun. It doesn't have to be that hard. It can be challenging, but it can also be fun while having the challenge. You always have your own back. That fear of abandonment may sometimes pop up, but that's just a clue. Okay, thank you. Pointing the arrow back to myself. And then you keep doing that, giving yourself confidence, giving your inner child the confidence. All right, he's talking, or she, you, is talking the truth. They're actually here for me. Wow, I can relax now. I can trust and surrender that everything is perfect, just like you. And remember that you are epic. Ciao, ciao.